There was no script. Oh man. Ali said we're gonna jump in a truck, drive 450 miles down the Baja Peninsula.
This is still a hidden gem.
So tell me a little bit about your boy Julio.
The guy loves to fish. I mean, he is just a nut about it. Baja is his backyard.
So he's pretty much the guy.
Dude, you talk about local knowledge, he is the local knowledge. We like to target that king of the reef. And in this part of the country, the king of the reef is the grouper. I think I just had a grouper flash on my bait right at the surface. This is what you want, Rusty. These don't get old.
Dale para atrás, Rigo, dale para atrás, Rigo, dale para atrás, Rigo. Broomtail. You got him, Rush. Double, 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 double. Yes.
That is definitely why I came down here.
There's nothing else like it.
For groupers, this is the place.
My name is Ali Hussainy. I grew up in Southern California and now operate the largest sport fishing website in the world.
Just another day at the office.
My office, not yours. I'm Rush Maltz. I got you. What you seeing? Florida Keys native and career fishing guide for the past 20 years. When I come out to California, you can let me catch all the 300-pound tunas.
Our passion is our profession, and we know there's more to fishing than just the catch.
We explore the people, places, and species that make up the culture of fishing. The current's taking us this way. Can we turn the boat and then drift down right down the edge of the mangroves?
Turn the boat this way?
Yeah, just drift down the edge of the mangroves.
So we roll into town and we realize that bait making is going to be tough. So the first thing we do, especially having Rush with us, is try to find a cast net. I've seen this guy throw the net in Florida. I know what he can do. We've seen him black the well out.
Growing up in the Keys, probably one of the most important tools in your toolbox is going to be a cast net.
Fortunately, again, with the help of some of our local friends, we were able to round up a cast net.
Is it deep the whole way down this edge?
It's deep. It's 7'3".
I don't think we got enough weight. Got one. If I didn't get out from under the net.
It just wasn't the right tool for the job. This thing was like a 4 or a 6 foot cast net. It's very light in those smaller nets, and you just can't trap the bait underneath it without it squirting out the sides.
We might as well just go fishing. I mean, there's no way with this net. It's just a little too light.
Julio has really been the facilitator for a lot of these Baja adventures. He's always got a trip lined up. He's always going somewhere, and he knows it so well. He kind of flushes out the intricacies of the fishery, and he really has shown us some stuff that we didn't even know existed down here after 20 years of fishing here. One of the best things about fishing with Julio is effing with Julio. It seems like that guy has got a broken English joke for us to repeat for every day of the week.
And he was trying to get like pointed, you know, and he touches a little bit of the sand.
Oh!
And then she says, oh, wait, no. Go and watch that thing, you know?
Dude speaks perfect English. He gets everything you say, but his accent is here to stay.
Look at the mullet, look at the mullet.
This is my pet.
We can do it this afternoon, don't worry.
You can't say rush, which is awesome. Rush has become rutch. Or rutchy.
Get this, Rush? That's a broomtail right there, Rush. You got him, Rush, you got him, Rush. You got him.
Rutchy. Let me tell you something.
Come on. You can bet. Oh, that's a big one, that's a big one. Get him, Rushy. Get him, Rushy. That's a beauty right there, Rushy.
That is a nice one. God, that is so much fun. Think about it, you're in 44 feet of water, and when that fish hits, it's like right for the house. What a fish. That's the king, that's the king of the bottom right there. I mean, there's nothing that has that kind of power that's gonna run for the bottom like that.
Gulfs are the ones that get huge, right? Broomtails will get like 120.
Oh really? The broomtails don't get huge? The Gulfs get bigger than the broomtails?
Golfies get like 300.
Wow.
Have you seen one 200, a Gulfie here, 200 something?
Not here.
But in Cia Cortez, yeah.
Look at him, Rush. Look at him.
Let's see, broomtail? Look at that. That's my first broomtail this trip. Yeah, I just love the shape of this fish. This might be my favorite grouper. What you got there, buddy? Oh, what a pretty fish, man. Look at that. Nice fish. So healthy, too. I mean, you can tell there's just got to be a ton of food down there, you know? Ready to get another one?
Let's get another one. Let's release it.
We got down here, and I'm not really a competitive guy. I'm just here to have a good time, you know. If I wouldn't have caught one fish, the trip would have been great. My buddy Ali, on the other hand, though, he gets a little competitive.
It's California 1, Florida 0.
Oh, what happened, buddy?
No, I didn't get a bite.
Oh, just your bait just swam away?
I kind of had a commanding lead on Rush after the first day. This is what you want, Rushy. That's probably the most satisfying fish of the trip. Laughing at you and getting hooked up at the same time. I mean, that's like a 2-for-1.
Another monster?
Oh, you managed to tangle me too.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't set up.
Set up on my fish?
Yeah.
Second day, I came down to earth a little bit.
Yeah, but we're out of mullet, I think. There's one more in there. I'll leave it for Ali since he hasn't caught a fish yet.
Come on. God, I get smoked by Rush today. I don't like this.
About the same. Little cookie cutters. It's a Gulfie.
You got your ass handed to you yesterday trying to make up for lost time?
You know, not two days in a row. Don't worry, I feel a skunk coming on today.
Oh, wow.
I feel a skunk. He wasn't talking as much as he normally does. What do you got there? You finally starting to get your groove on.
Hey, Julio, can you grab this one?
Beautiful.
You know, the fish count just changed in my favor.
Woo.
I doubt that.
I had 2 fish on day 2.
And you had 1.
I had 6.
No, that was day 1. That was day 1. We got the footage.
We're gonna start, and we're gonna count them.
We got the footage. You did not have 6 fish on day 2.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Andros Boatworks. Adventure never ends. The Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. And BDOutdoors.com.
Reel down to the water until it's rip and drag. Get him!
BDOutdoors.com is your one-stop source for all things fishing, boating, and outdoors. Stay dialed in with current fishing reports, breaking news, and our extensive library of how-to tips. You'll learn about rigging, fish cleaning, boat maintenance. We have recipes for seafood and game, cutting-edge videos, and gear giveaway contests. It's all free at BDOutdoors.com.
This is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this morning when the sun was creeping up over there, I mean, it was coming right in my window right there, and it was like, I couldn't wait to get up. I mean,
And this isn't the normal program. Like, this house is insane. We're right on the beach. This is far from normal.
yeah, Julio's definitely got it dialed in down here.
Yeah, his program's a lot better than my normal one, that's for sure.
I've been quite a few places, but this is one place I could definitely see myself settling down and relaxing. Where's the estuary?
So it's over here, behind that hill.
With this onshore wind we have today, that's probably gonna be our best bet. We'll be protected.
Yeah, we can get in and hide from most of this. I mean, we're gonna be making some fast drifts, obviously, but it's really our only bet. I mean, that's blowing as hard as we've seen.
Yeah, this is the windiest we've seen it yet.
You know, I think today's mission, besides fishing the estuary, Operation Bait.
Yeah, those sand bass, they work, but they're probably not those groupers' favorite bait. I mean, we were using sand bass, and they were working, we were getting bites, but it wasn't that red hot bite.
You know, when you were in that estuary yesterday, how big were those mullets you saw?
They were nice. They were anywhere from finger mullet to 6-inch, 8-inch mullet, big, nice mullet. I mean,
we needed to get better bait than just a sand bass. It became immediately apparent that we could up our odds with a good tank full of mullet, and so sometimes you got to adjust. Tom's coming down today around 3. So
he's gonna fly in.
He's gonna fly in his little plane. I got a friend who's a pilot who loves to fish. So I was able to sucker Tom down here, have him grab a cast net. He flies in literally the next day, and 24 hours later, our whole outlook has changed.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's get out of here. Gee.
Also, my friend.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
I think the reason that you have such a healthy population of bottom fish here is the estuaries. Come in a nice panga.
It's a beautiful pongo. That's so crazy that you drag this boat right into the water.
With the growth of the cooperativa here, they understand the value of sport fishermen and the impact it brings on their economy, and they're doing things to embrace that. They've taken it upon themselves, instead of fishing out of a traditional commercial panga, they've built these sport fishing pangas with live wells, they've got tuna tubes in them, they've got a T-top, and they're doing that to attract sport fishing.
Let it sit on the bottom. Sit.
Little guy. That's so cool.
Is that a broomtail?
Yeah, he really committed to that thing, didn't he? That's awesome. It's 2 species and 2 casts. How cool is that, Rush? This is a great lure for this. Little jointed sabile. Digs and swims good. You had 1 lure, right? For the rest of your life, like you were a desert island, what would it be?
I don't know, the bucktail is definitely one of my favorites. It's just, you could change the action up on them so much, and it's just so universal. You could pretty much take it everywhere.
For me, I think it'd be a Rapala. It catches everything everywhere, you know? So it's pretty cool how these guys, took it upon themselves to, turn this into a catch and release fishery only. It'd be real interesting to see what the impetus was to get them to do that.
Strictly catch and release in here.
Yeah.
Obviously starting to realize that sport fishing is where it's at. Another way to supplement some income when the commercial fishing season isn't happening.
A whole new generation of cooperativas here in this area, Abre Ojos and La Bocana. These guys have really realized the value of the resource.
There we go.
Right kind?
Corvina.
Big old Corvina.
Now that is comparable to like our trout, right?
It's just missing the spots.
Pretty aggressive too, huh?
Yeah, for sure. In a lot of places you'll fish around Mexico, there'll be a resort, that's funded by a gringo or, a European guy or whatever, and he kind of pulls together the resources to make sport fishing happen down there.
There we go. I think I got these Corvinas dialed. Look at them following. There's like 10 followers.
Is there?
Oh yeah, it is a snook.
These guys are so forward thinking, they understand the value of sport fishermen and the impact it brings on their economy. He looks straight out of Florida, doesn't he, Rush?
He does.
Cool looking little guy.
What a fun way to spend the day.
These guys have built the infrastructure for a little paradise really in the middle of nowhere.
Introducing a revolutionary concept in outboards, a choice. Now with the Evinrude E-Tech G2, you can choose unrivaled performance, superior fuel economy, and the cleanest combustion outboard on the planet. Choose from hundreds of color combinations to perfectly match your boat. And choose 5 years or 500 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Experience the power of choice at ChooseYourEtech.com.
We're just getting started. We lost a day getting ready to go.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Mustad hooks, defining fishing hooks since 1877. And by AFTCO, the American Fishing Tackle Company.
There's turn picking behind us here.
Right, what I want to do is, if we can, I think the current's running out this way.
It is pushing out slow. Set up above it and just drift onto it.
If we can.
A lot of times when you're fishing in a new spot like this, the locals want you to do it their way. Here's some finger mullet right here, Rush.
Starting to come into a few. Okay, put it in neutral real quick. Turn it off.
I am. You don't want to disrespect them, but you probably have some tricks of your own up your sleeve.
I can see him right there on the edge. Look at that school. Pescado, turn right and one engine in gear, one engine in gear. Catching live bait is an everyday thing for me.
Anybody who's spent any real-time fishing knows that throwing a cast net is as much an art form as it is a skill. Growing up in California, we don't have that art form and we don't have that skill. You bring a guy in from Florida, you give him the right tool, and he's gonna hit pay dirt. Woo, there's 30 or 40.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Oh God, that's better than 30 or 40. Nice work.
Okay. You always feel a little better when you have a lot of bait in the well, you know what I'm saying? Just take that little bit of edge off.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. Is that good?
Bueno. Grouper like these, right?
And it literally produced bait like these guys have never seen before, and it changed the whole game for us.
Okay, watch this. I'm gonna let it sink. I'm gonna throw it in the deep water and let it sink to the bottom. I can see him running on the bottom, so hopefully there's nothing down there. And caught 200 pieces of mullet. Right there, you knew it was worth the effort. You know, catching that fresh bait, changing it up, the plane, it all came together. Let's go catch a fish. Yeah, we're right over, it looks like we're right over a rock pile right there. Just trying to create a little life, you know, you start catching those sand bass and, you know, it just starts creating action.
Definitely seems to be the ticket where you're at. We talk about this all the time. A fish is a fish is a fish. You know, when you fish different places, a lot of that stuff is really universal, but guys just learn from their dads or their buddies or whatever, and a lot of that goes by the wayside, and they get so locked in on doing it one way. This is fishing, and there's always different ways to do stuff. Some guys like to fish with jigs, some guys like to fish with live bait. I think the minute you close your mind to someone else's technique and won't even give it a try or any, you know, ounce of validity, at the end of the day, you're kind of taking fish out of your own box.
Oh, I got one.
Rush is on.
Finally. Woo, little icebreaker, broomtail. I knew they couldn't resist that mullet. All day long.
Yeah, that's your biggest broomtail.
That is my biggest broomtail.
Well done.
I mean,
awesome, awesome fish.
That's got to be my favorite fish in the grouper family. The colors of this guy, like look at the orange in them.
So cool.
The tail, I mean, it just reminds me of a big scamp grouper.
You know, when you're looking for the spot where the groupers are hanging, everybody likes to think a grouper is a fish that sits on one rock. But really, they do move around. They may not migrate like a pelagic fish, but they bounce from rock to rock, they bounce from depth to depth, and again, they're driven by one thing, that lunchbox.
Oh, look at that. Oh. There's a good one.
Golfito.
Julio, do you think that Key West style jig will work here?
Yeah, your jig will work.
You know, your day in and day out grouper here is gonna be probably 15 to 30 pounds. They can get over 300 pounds. Now that's not a normal size fish to catch here, but getting one over 100 pounds is very common, And trying to stop that 100-pound fish in this shallow water is a challenge for any angler. Hit his ass, Rushy!
Watch it, rush it, rush it, rush it, rush it. Don't let him go.
Walk down the rail to him.
Watch that rod. Move that rod. Move that rod.
Go, go, go. Up the rail.
Got him, Rushy.
It's been said that a bad day of fishing is better than a good day at the office. But down here in the Florida Keys, we have to disagree. Because with over 200 of the world's best charter boat captains and guides, there's no such thing as a bad day of fishing. The Florida Keys and Key West.
Hit his ass, Rushy!
Watch it, rush it, rush it, rush it, rush it. Don't let him go. You got him. That's a broomtail right there, buddy. I can tell.
That's a good one. Whew, he was trying to get me back in there.
Yeah, that's what they always do.
He was trying. Woo.
Beautiful, buddy.
He was trying to get me. That bait was dancing. Oh. And dancing. Don't drop him over the side, Julio. I want to see that one.
There's your 60, 55 maybe.
I was going to say 55. Oh,
What happened? Slap you in the head?
dude.
We need to put him back on the water as quick as possible. Florida-style kiss.
Whoa!
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh my God.
It's been really cool, you know, to bring a guy who loves to fish, who's obviously really good at it, sort of show him our side of the world, whether that's catching yellowtail out of San Diego or catching groupers down here in Mexico.
God, I love this. Look at that. The day you stop learning, or the day you want to stop learning and you get complacent, like you know everything, well, you might as well just stop fishing, because every day should be a learning experience. All right, buddy. Be back to see you next year.
I mean, I have been fishing with top anglers on these waters, and everyone agrees that this is the best grouper spot on the world. I mean, it's unbelievable, right? The size of the fish.
Hands down, it's the best grouper bite I've ever seen. I mean, 40 feet of water, that still boggles my mind. You never know what to expect every day you go out there, and that's why we go out on the water every day. We always want to learn. You never know, nothing's written in stone. You don't know what's going to bite that day. You don't know how it's going to bite, and you don't know what you're going to learn that day.
Looking back on this last week in Baja, there's a few things I'm definitely going to remember. I love the people. I love the camaraderie. And you know, the thing that made this one special compared to other trips was really to share this fishery with someone I know who's going to appreciate it.
So Raj, sun is gone, day is on, and the bait is no more left.
We had a lot of bites today, buddy, that's for sure. It was awesome, man. It was awesome.
Good to have you here in Baja.
Awesome to be here.
Mexico.
Awesome to be here. I look forward to a couple cocktails tonight. This place is one of the greatest places I've ever been and ever fished in my life.
I hope after kind of seeing the way we've done Baja, it inspires you. This is an awesome place with awesome people. Baja has never been cleaner, it's never been safer, it's never been easier. Hit your boat up and give it a try.
Hands down, it's the best grouper bite I've ever seen.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I got him, big one, big one, big one. Oh, that's a big one, that's a big one right here. Oh,
Get him, get him.
Oh, fuck!